Hello. So welcome to Recovery Anchor CIC. And what does CIC mean? So for those of you that don't know, CIC is a community interest company. We are brand spanking new, hence why you see very little posts and very little interaction, because we have literally just created this. What we are hoping to do is reach out to our community here locally in Birmingham in the UK. And we're going to be raising funds, creating fundraisers, activities, organising groups. But it's not just focused on the person or people in recovery, but also the family members. So I wanted to come in and just explain a little bit about what Recovery Anchor, who Recovery Anchor is. It's myself and my husband who are going to be heading this, or leading this if you like. I am the wife of somebody in recovery, and back in 2012 when we met, life was exciting until I realised it was getting quite messy and dangerous for both parties, including my son, so all parties really. Back in 2016, my husband decided that enough was enough, and he went into recovery and has been sober since then. So quite happy. We are going to be celebrating our 7th wedding anniversary on the 26th of May. So we have come a long way, and we've realised that you can't do recovery alone. You need a big support team around you. And so that's why the CIC has been created. We want to be able to reach out to as many people, individuals, but also family units. And we'll be working together to create awareness, but also finding self-help tools, and one of which you'll see in the account, you'll see quite a few posts at the moment, are the addiction recovery affirmation cards that back in 2021, thanks to a certain situation where the whole world was locked down, I created the cards really to help my husband stay on track, because we were losing a lot of friends, a lot of people were relapsing, and they got to a stage where he said, you know, you should actually create these so that other people can have them. And that determination created the addiction recovery affirmation cards, and then together we wrote the guidebook that goes into the box set. Now we want to have this in as many hands as possible, and so we are going to be focusing with and working with and doing workshops with other local recovery centres, as well as doing our own personal and private activities and running day retreats and things like that. So there will be more updates as we progress and as we get further into this, but we are right at the beginning stages, and we could really do with your help. If you hear any barking and stuff, it's the dogs. So as much help as possible, sharing this and having as many people following and liking the posts really can help us establish that this is a service that is needed. All of our resources, all of our time, all of our energy is being put back into helping others, which is, if you know your steps, step 12, which is I can share what I have. We have a lot of knowledge, a lot of stories, a lot of I'd probably say a lot of inspiration. You know, we know so many couples who don't make it through, and it's not an easy, it's so not an easy life, but it is worth it. And I think that's what my message is you can make this work if both parties want it to work. It's not an easy journey. It's far from an easy journey, but it is a worthwhile one. So just a quick short introduction really as to who we are and why this account has now been created. So for now, for the early part, you'll see me focusing on the cards, and then as we get a little bit more developed, as we get a little bit more stronger with our identity, and we have a little bit of backup, where it comes to funding. You will start to also see activities being run. The activities will be both in person, but also will be available online. And things like meditation workshops, obviously working with the cards, but fundraisers, that kind of thing, and separating certain groups so that we can run them simultaneously and sort of like mix them up together. So there's lots of plans, lots of things that are in the pipeline that I can't talk about right now, but once they are, we'll be able to come back here. So hopefully this group will grow and we'll be able to release the information as it gets stronger. So that's it. Thank you. Oh, and I'm Jacqui. Bye.